If you've ever looked into getting custom or aftermarket controllers for console, then you've probably heard of the brand SCUF. They've built their name in high-quality, highly customizable third-party console controllers, but now they're stepping into a new realm. Based on the Corsair Virtuoso headset, the new SCUF H1 takes low-latency, wired audio and adds some unique customization. While not as convenient as wireless offerings, that tethered connection provides a low-latency gaming experience for competitive players and can be used across a ton of platforms. So let's take a closer look at the SCUF H1. Thanks for watching 9 to 5 Toys. Be sure to like, subscribe, and enable notifications with the bell icon so you don't miss any upcoming videos. Hey everyone, Jordan here with 9 to 5 Toys. And with SCUF now being under the Corsair umbrella, the H1 takes a lot of design cues and technology from the Virtuoso lineup. The rounded design with a mix of black, gray, and polished materials looks modern and sharp. The ear cups can rotate both in and out, which is rare, and there's plenty of adjustability for different head sizes. As a wired headset, there isn't much on the cans. On the left ear cup, we have a 3.5mm port, as well as the microphone input. At 6 feet long, the 3.5mm cable also has inline controls for volume and a microphone mute toggle. One end also has a headset icon to indicate which way needs to be plugged in. And if you aren't a fan of the design on here on the ear cups, you'll be pleased to know that one of the biggest features of the SCUF H1 are these interchangeable little magnetic ear covers. So being magnetic, they're really easy to swap out, and if you want to, change up the design frequently, that's something you can really easily do with this. When configuring your headset on the SCUF website, there are a ton of different options on here, 4 different designs. And beyond just these interchangeable covers, there are also tons of different design options for like the ring around the covers, the actual headset color, the microphone boom arm color. There is a lot of customization that you can do on this headset. As you make some of those changes though, the price does start to add up. So the base price for the SCUF H1 is $130, but the setup that we have here is closer to $170. And so that is with, this special ear cover over here. It also has the upgraded ear cushions, and it also has an upgraded microphone. So we'll get into all that here a little bit more, but there is just a ton of customization you can do with the H1. So moving on to those ear cushions and comfort, the ear cushions are large and easily fit over my ears, but I did find my ears pressing against the little driver covers in here, and so for extended gameplay, this wasn't the most comfortable headset for me. I would start to feel that pressure after a while and would start to kind of fatigue my ears the more that I played. There are 2 different material types available for the ear cushions. We have here the upgraded hybrid, which has a couple different mixes of materials, but these do feel plenty soft, but like I said, it just kind of pressed against my ear a little bit and it wasn't the most comfortable. But that being said, they are a pretty lightweight headset. There's plenty of padding across the headband here, and so your mileage may vary, but that was my experience wearing this headset for gaming. Behind those ear cushions are massive 50mm drivers that deliver a huge frequency response. Listening to my favorite track to test out low end, Solar Sailor from the Tron Legacy soundtrack, the SCUF H1 does hit really low without any distortion. But it does seem like the EQ has been pushed in favor of the mids for more, critical game noises. So that's great for picking up more critical noises in games like reloads and footsteps and communications, but that does take away some of the more natural, landscape of the sound if you are playing something that isn't a really competitive game. And because it is a wired headset, there aren't any controls that you can use to make any EQ adjustments. Obviously, you could pair it with a sort of, external sound card or something like the EPOS GSX 300 that we checked out not too long ago, but that obviously brings up the price quite considerably. There is great stereo separation for picking out the direction of audio cues in-game and for distinguishing between different sound effects during an intense multiplayer match. The SCUF H1 also has a detachable microphone, which is obviously great for a gaming headset, and so it cleans it up a lot if you don't want to use the microphone, but then easily attaches. And being a wired gaming headset, I do think that the microphone sounds better than a lot of microphones on wireless gaming headsets. Of course, it still won't give the quality of a dedicated, USB streaming microphone like a big condenser like the HyperX Quadcast S, but for clear communications, I do think that this works really well. And when customizing the headset, there are 2 different microphones available. So the one we have here is the omnidirectional, and they also have a unidirectional. So I haven't tried the other one, I'm not quite sure how that sounds, but here we'll give you a sound test of what the omnidirectional microphone sounds like on the SCUF H1. And here we'll do a quick microphone test on the SCUF H1 gaming headset. I have it plugged into my MacBook Pro and recording through Audition. And remember, it does have that mute control here with the inline controls, so hopefully this gives you a good idea of what the headset sounds like. So hopefully that gives you a good idea of what the microphone sounds like. And if you do want to make some tweaks to it, if you're on a PC, we created a guide on how to enhance your gaming headset microphone for free. So I'll link that down in the description, and we'll also put a card up here if you want to check that out. So overall, wrapping up here, the SCUF H1 starting at $130 does come up against some pretty stiff competition, with the Razer Black Shark V2X being $60 and the normal Razer Black Shark V2 being $100. That is quite a bit more for the SCUF, especially if you want to add some customization to it. But if customization is your thing, there is really nothing else like this out there. There is so much that you can do to make the design of this your own. Just like their controllers, you really can build out the SCUF H1 to fit whatever design you desire and to set it apart from a lot of the blacked out headsets that we're used to seeing. And being a 3.5mm wired gaming headset, it's going to work on a ton of different platforms. You're never going to have to worry about batteries, and it's just a really simple, low latency, easy to use headset. The tune drivers do offer a better sound EQ for picking up crucial in-game sounds, even though it comes at the expense of a more natural, even sound profile. And that'll do it for our review of the SCUF H1 gaming headset. Let us know what you think about it down in the comments below. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. This is Jordan with 9to5 Toys.